Hello all, welcome to KISHA'S Gossip and Shoots. In this video, I will be talking about Bobbi Kristina and Nick Gordon. What's going on? As you all may have heard, Nick Gordon has passed away from a drug overdose. Here are the details.
7 Medical Echo, Starwood Sheraton, room 609. 600 North Lake Destiny, off of Maitland Boulevard and Maitland Center Parkway. Patient is 30-year-old male, not conscious, not breathing. Caller advised, black stuff coming out of his mouth and he is not breathing. 517.
First responders battled to revive ailing Nick Gordon after a mysterious female companion rang 911 to say that she had found him unresponsive in a Florida hotel room. Sources say the woman vanished after alerting the Maitland Police Department at 5:15. It was on New Year's Day. A fire and a rescue team arrived at the Sheraton Orlando North Hotel and gained access to the room and located the ailing 30-year-old who is believed to have overdosed on drugs. In a further twist, the emergency dispatch refers to Gordon as Nick Bowler, as it is believed he had recently decided to change his name. Oh yes. It also seems that Gordon was secretive about the change, but friends believe he was attempting to distance himself from his notorious past and the vast $36 million in damages he owes to the estate of ex-fiancée Bobbi Kristina Brown after he was found responsible for her 2015 death in a civil ruling. Did you all know that? However, now that we're on the subject, let's talk about the late and beautiful Bobbi Kristina. With that, we need to go. There has always been some speculation and conspiracy surrounding the death of Bobbi Kristina. I did a series of videos about this in the past. Let's take a look.
All new Dr. Phil.
Your son, left to his own devices, will be dead inside a week.
Nick Gordon.
I miss Chrissy and Whitney so much. I want them back.
The exclusive interview.
I hate Bobbi Brown.
You've been drinking a lot though, right?
That turns.
Get to the point. I'm getting frustrated.
Into an intervention.
I want you to go straight to rehab.
I'm done with the interview. I'm done.
All new Dr. Phil.
We heard that there has been an update on Bobbi Kristina health. But after careful research, I realized that it hasn't been any update on her case. She'll still remain unresponsive and on life support, but there may have been some movement in her eyes. But what I do believe that's happening is that there may be an agenda to the recent news and why Bobbi Brown said that. Could it have been money and for them to finally get a hold of her estate?
Hello, I am Gabby Ray Talker, here to report on Nick Gordon and to review the case of Bobbi Kristina Brown. Bobbi Kristina has been in the hospital on life support since January 31st, after being found face down in her bathtub. But, what happened that led her to intensive care? Let's take a walk back and trace the steps, as it has been allegedly reported to have been the scene that contributed to why Bobbi Kristina was found face down in her bathtub. It's been reported that Bobbi Kristina event took place Saturday morning, January 31st. On that morning, reports state that Bobbi Kristina's boyfriend Nick Gordon called Max Lomas. Reports state that Lomas arrived to the house around 9 a.m. He states that he sits and waits for about an hour, while Gordon continues to disappear constantly. Lomas said by 10 a.m. the cable man arrived. He said that he went looking for Bobbi Kristina by going to her room. He said that he first knocked but there was no answer. Then, after not receiving an answer, he entered the room. Lomas reported that upon his entry he found Bobbi Kristina lying face down in her bathtub. A source close to Lomas state that the water seemed to have been cold, but these details have not yet been determined. So in attempts to rescue Bobbi Kristina, Lomas stated that he pulled Bobbi Kristina out of the water and yelled for Nick to come in the room. Nick said he administered CPR, while Lomas called 911. Lomas alleges, in his report, that when the ambulance arrived, Gordon was cleaning up blood stains in the house. Before the police arrived, the rescue team came and took the non-responsive Bobbi Kristina to the hospital and placed her in a coma and on life support. During the rescue, the medical professionals found an injury to Bobbi Kristina's head, and this sparked a criminal investigation. The investigators believe that it was attempted murder, so this leaves the investigation with suspects that can possibly shed light to why Bobbi Kristina ended up face down in a bathtub of water. Let's first look at Lomas. It was reported by TMZ that Lomas was a drug dealer. In January he was reported to the police for drugging his girlfriend, Daniela Bradley, and holding her against her will. Although his girlfriend states that she was not drugged or held against her will, he was found to have been in possession of a gun and drugs including marijuana and Xanax, but he pled not guilty. Prior to that, in 2011, at age 21, according to Starcasm.com, Max was arrested with possession of marijuana, with intent to distribute. He was also found to be in possession of a firearm. Then in 2012 another mugshot of Lomax when he violated his probation. But Lomax's attorney says that none of his previous allegations has nothing to do with this current case of Bobbi Kristina, and he states that his client is concerned for her health. According to photographs, Bobbi Kristina, Gordon and Lomax seem to have all hung out together in 2013. At the time she appeared healthy in weight, but still, Lomas said that he had nothing to do with what happened to Bobbi Kristina. He said that he went to go find her when the cable man came and found her in the tub. According to the Inquirer, there were 2 more people present in the house that have not been made public. In this edition of the National Enquirer it states that 2 other people were in the house besides Bobbi Kristina, Nick Gordon and Max Lomas. One of the unpublicized ones is now, according to the National Enquirer, based on the people that they talked 2, they believed that Bobbi Kristina was attacked in bed, causing head injury followed by getting suffocated by her attacker. Then it's believed that she was dragged to the bathtub in a staged suicide scene. According to the Inquirer, there were 2 more people in the house besides Gordon and Lomas. The 2 unpublicized include an unknown friend, and Daniela Bradley, Max Lomas' girlfriend. An Inquirer source tells that the tub water that Bobbi Kristina was found in was ice cold. It was also revealed that just minutes before she was found in the tub unresponsive, Bobbi Kristina posted a photo of her and a friend on the Instagram. This friend is the one police believes is the unknown friend that was at the house before the drowning and fled before the ambulance arrived. When the investigators questioned the neighbors on if they seen anyone running from the house on that Saturday morning of January 31st, there were neighbors that actually did see someone running from Bobbi Kristina's house, with the same description of the man in the Instagram photo that morning. So now that 3 possible suspects have been covered, but does not rule them out, this brings us to the final and most important one, and that's Nick Gordon. There has been news reports saying that he was not in the house, but a source says that he was believed to have been the last one that saw Bobbi Kristina in a conscious state. Also, neighbors reported a domestic disturbance that broke out at Bobbi Kristina's house a week before the drowning incident. The neighbors said there were people hitting each other, but they could not make out who it was. Some say that Bobbi Kristina and Gordon had a violent relationship. The main aggressor that was displayed was Nick Gordon, but his hostility was directed towards Bobbi Kristina's aunt, Pat, and his rage could openly be seen on Twitter. He tweeted disrespectful tweets about Bobbi Kristina's aunt, the one person that Whitney Houston left in charge of her estate, and the one relative that was trying to get Bobbi Kristina's career started. Aunt Pat stated that he even sent her threatening text messages directly to her. Then it was noticed he began tweeting photos with guns. Some have even said that Gordon would get jealous about the attention that Bobbi Kristina got, and wondered why he didn't get the same. He felt he was Whitney Houston's child too. I'm Gabby Ray Talker here to report on the recent news, with Nick Gordon, who was there on both occasions when Whitney Houston drowned, and when her daughter nearly drowned. He appeared on Dr. Phil on March 11, 2015, and all that I have to say about it is that I don't feel sorry for you, Nick Gordon. It started out with his mother staging an intervention for Nick. She tells her version of Nick's side of why he is abusing drugs and alcohol, and that he needs help. She tells Dr. Phil that Nick moved in with Whitney when he was 18, but this conflicts with what he says on the Houston's reality show. On there, he said his mom kicked him out when he was in high school unless he was still in high school at 18 years old. Another conflicting story that Nick's mother told to Dr. Phil is that Whitney, Bobbi Kris, and her son went to rehab 3 times, but she stated that her son did not have the problem. Dr. Phil told the mother that this was strange because he never heard of people bringing along a posse to rehab when they don't have a problem. So if his mother would have checked Nick's tweets, she would have learned that Nick lied to her, because he tweeted that he smoked every day with Whitney Houston. So now, she said that Nick is feeling a lot of guilt about Whitney and Bobbi Kristina because he was not able to save them. She said that he could not revive Whitney with his CPR. His mother said that her son called her when he was not able to save Houston, and said that his CPR could not revive her while he was standing over the body. But after the show, the Houston's family submitted a statement to Dr. Phil stating that Nick did not administer CPR to Whitney Houston, and the coroner's reports show it, but his mother said that he was standing over the body. So, you mean to tell me, at some point he was standing over Whitney Houston's body? And called his mother? Really? And if he was standing over her body, it's because he was involved in something that would cause him to be standing over her. I believe he did not tell his mom the full truth. Unbelievable. So moving forward to the Bobbi Kristina incident of her drowning, as Nick Gordon's mother tells it. So his mother states that on the day Bobbi Kristina was found in the bathtub, she was out clubbing the night before with Nick and a guy named Max. She said that all three got back to Bobbi Kristina's house early. His mother stated that Nick and Bobbi Kristina was arguing. Nick told her that he walked away and she went to her room and started a bubble bath. But my question is, if he walked away and she went to her room, then how did he know that she had started a bubble bath? So she said that the cable guy came and needed access to the bathroom, and Max opened the bathroom door and saw Bobbi Kristina laying in the tub. So the mother tells Dr. Phil that her son gave Bobbi Kristina CPR and feels really guilty that she is in the condition that he is in. My whole impression of Nick Gordon is that he was trying to hide what happened and tried to hide who he really is. I got the feel that he was trying to get people to feel sorry for him by putting on this 5-year-old character with a high-pitched voice. To me, he was acting as if he's an innocent child, but when he was on the Houston his voice was not that high. So, tell me, since when did getting high and drunk make you act like a 5-year-old? Then he kept having these sobbing outbursts, but with no tears, and he constantly cut off Dr. Phil. Then he even demonstrated a panic attack immediately after he said that he have panic attacks.
So you see, there has always been that speculation of Nick Gordon being responsible or the reason behind Bobbi Kristina and Whitney Houston's death. He was conveniently there when they both were found dead, as you saw in the videos. Let me know your thoughts below. Okay, I have to stop for just 1 second. I want you all to know that it doesn't stop here. I have a lot of neat things going on. Did you all know I have 3 other channels? One being my sister's channel. Oh yes, I have The Truth Show, as you all should know. KISHA'S Gossip and Truth. The Truth Show Deluxe. My sister's Top Tea and 5 or 6. And that's not all. You can visit my website at thetruthshow.co. This website gives you inside information and more. Or become a patron for only $2. Or sign up for my YouTube membership for $1 more and get access to that and more. Oh, I'm not done yet. I have a blog so you can read all of my latest and popular scripts in detail. Oh, I'm still not done yet. If you like my videos and you want me to make you one, whatever it may be, well, visit Freezing Moments in Time website and submit your request and we can talk, honey. Everything is below. And now let's and love you all. Bye.